Good afternoon, YouTube. I know it's been a while since I've posted a video of my T206 collection, so today I've got about 30 cards that I'm going to include in this video, and I hope you enjoy it, and please feel free to comment below. First up is Arlie Latham. It's been graded a 5 by PSA. Arnie Latham. Next I have Al Matern, and he has been graded a 5 by PSA. Al Matern, sweet caparel back. And this one I just acquired. It's a Bill Kerrigan. It's been graded a 5 by PSA on a Piedmont 350 back. Real nice card. Only thing I don't like about some of the PSA graded cards is they put this plastic sleeve inside the holder. It just doesn't present very well. It's probably my only complaint about as far as this card. So next up I have Harry Lumley. He's on a El Príncipe de Gales back. He's been graded a 5.5 by PSA. Really sharp card, great corners. Somewhat a difficult back to find. El Príncipe de Gales. It means the Prince of Wales. Next up I have a Bill Lattimore, also graded a 5 by PSA. And he's on a Piedmont 350 back. Bill Lattimore. Next is a Phil Poland, graded a 5 by PSA. Phil Poland on a Piedmont 350 back. Next up I have Jack Barry, graded a 5. The sweet caparel back. Jack Barry. Next I have Patsy Dorothy. This is an Arm in Air version. Graded a 5. Pretty nice card. Nice sharp corners. Next is a Southern Leaguer. It's actually Juan Viola, but for some reason they have Violet. But yes, graded a 5 by PSA on an Old Mill back. Again, Southern Leaguer. And if you collect T206s, you know, for some reason, it's very difficult to obtain Southern Leaguers in good condition. So very fortunate to have found this one. Next up is Tom Needham. Piedmont back, graded a 5. Newt Randall, graded a 5. Newt Randall, nice color. Next is Art Devlin, in New York, graded a 5. Art Devlin. Next I have is Ed Willits, graded a 5. Ed Willits. Next I have a Red Ames on a Sovereign back. Red Ames. It's graded as 6. Hasn't been too long ago since I acquired this card. Really nice. Red Ames portrait. Again, it's on a Sovereign 350 back. Next I have Dan McGann. Rated a 5. Next is Jerry Downs. Always liked this card. Tough to get in a 5 sometimes. The story behind Jerry Downs is after his career, he went into robbing, and he robbed a jewelry store and spent some time in prison for it. So, a pretty sad story, but then again, most of the guys in the T206 collection have very unique stories. So, next up I have Frank Owen, graded a 6 by PSA. Really nice card on a Piedmont 350 back. Really nice corners, nice color. Again, graded a 6. Next is Rube Dessau, graded a 5.5 on the Piedmont back. Next is Jake Feister, throwing, also a 5. Then I have Ed Killian, portrait. Ed Killian. Larry Doyle, portrait. Also graded a 5. Always like the sweater. Next up, perhaps one of my favorite cards in the T206 collection, just because of the color. So bright on this particular card. Lefty Liefeld. And actually, there's 2 versions of this card. Many may or may not know about it, but the other version, the G and the word Pittsburgh, only half of the G has been printed. So there are cards with missing half of the G. There's a version of that you might want to keep an eye out for. I do have that card. It's been sent off for grading, but you know, it's not in the best condition. I just think it's unique that it has the partial G in Pittsburgh. So maybe I'll include that on the next video once I get it back from grading. Next up is Kaiser Wilhelm, hands at chest, graded a 5. He has 2 cards. This is probably the most difficult of the 2 cards in the collection for him. Really not a lot of good stats or anything on Kaiser Wilhelm. Just for some reason, very hard to find. This is Ollie Pickering, graded a 6. Really nice card. Sweet Caparel back. Next up is Larry Doyle with the bat. Earlier we seen a version with his portrait. This is him with a bat version, graded a 5. Next, another Southern Leaguer, J.F. Kernan, graded a 6. It's got an old mill back, which is very common for the Southern Leaguers. Next, I have Davy Jones with Detroit, graded 5.5, and it's on a Piedmont back. Next up I have Lou Feeney. Lou Feeney portrait card. It's been graded at 6. It's on a Sovereign 350 back. Next I have Jim Delaney. Graded a 5. Jim Delaney. Next I have Clyde Engel. It's been graded a 5 with a Piedmont back. And the last one I'm going to show you today is a Fred Beck. It's been graded a 5 by PSA. Fred Beck with a Piedmont back. So hopefully you enjoyed these cards in this video, and I look forward to uploading a few more. Next, I think I will tackle most of the SGC graded cards. So have a great day and feel free to comment. Thank you.